So this is going to be a neat project. A buddy of mine has this grill, and as you can see, it's on rollers. It's pretty well built. There's some things he wants to change about it. So the firebox is over here, heats up, and there's a baffle in here that blows the heat up. And so what it's doing, it's coming up, it's hitting the top of the grill here and then coming down, and he's got a hot spot right here in the middle, but this end over here is on the far end over here is fairly cold. Also the smokestack, you can see where it goes through there and then comes up. So what we're going to do is take the grates and everything out. We're going to remove the baffle that's in here and put a thermal plate in, so it'll carry the smoke from the firebox over here under the plate and come out here. So it'll heat that plate up, which will radiate the heat up to the food that he's cooking, and then the smoke will come back across, and we'll put the smokestack right here. So the heat will come out of the firebox, go across, up, over the meat, and then up through the smokestack, which we'll put right up there. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Whoop, there it goes, back in focus. The other thing we're going to do is look at some different types of grill for him. And he wants to put a secondary grill, about 6 to 8 inches down. So right about in there. That'll go about 3/4 of the way from the back wall forward. That way he can get about 6 to 7 more butts up there when he decides to cook. So those are a couple things. We're going to put a shelf on the front right here and get it usable so he can do what he needs to. The biggest thing though is he doesn't like the wheels. It makes it a little harder to move it around. This is a heavy grill, and he wants it to be a little easier. He also wants to be able to haul it without putting it on a trailer. So we have this. Not sure what this trailer was used for. I think it was like a jet ski trailer, maybe. I don't know. But he found this, and so what we're going to do is find a way to put the grill, there goes Roxy, and we're going to try to find a way to put a grill on this and maybe a wood storage area up here at the front. That way he can just hook it to his truck and haul it wherever he needs to go. So it ought to be an interesting project. And there's the massive watchdog. Roxy, say hey. Alright, so as you saw in the earlier video, we cut the legs off, or the wheels. There they are there. So we've cut them off. We got it fitted to the trailer and tack welded on, or actually permanently welded on to the trailer now. And it does, which I knew it was going to be quite heavy on this end with the firebox because it overhangs the trailer so much. But I think we can make it work. As you can see, from the ground to the bottom of the firebox, we have about 12 to 14 inches. So even when we move the trailer around, the firebox shouldn't scrub. And then to counteract all the weight of the firebox on the back, we took and put a 3/8 inch steel plate up here. That'll kind of counterbalance the weight. Starting from this point, right there, back, we'll cage that in. That'll be for firewood. And then I think I'm going to do something special for him right here. I think we're going to make a propane tank mount and a mount for a fish cooker, or like a burner. That way if he wanted to cook something else while he was grilling, he would have the option of having a burner with him. So that'll also help with the counterbalancing on the trailer. But I think it looks good. it sits well on the trailer. So I think right now you can see the chain hoist is holding that strap up, but it's actually not doing anything right now because that plate counterbalanced it. I can pick it up and move it around easily with one hand. It's not bad. So I think this is working out good. Next thing we'll do is finish up the smokestack, which will be over here. And then we're going to put a shelf right through here. So finish making the brackets for it and get it welded on the wood rack and the burner. So we're making progress. Okay, so we've started clearing it out. As you can see, I've cut the smokestack off. I've got all the upper grates off. Those lower heating plates or radiant heat plates are gone. I was incorrect. The baffle doesn't go up. It actually blew down, bounced off, I guess, the bottom and then came up and caused the hot spot in the middle. So, that's okay. But all of this is some kind of Gorilla Globbed in. Looks like an afterthought repair. So we're going to try to fix it, do it right. Probably we'll have to take this out and pressure wash it to get all the gunk out of it before I start welding. I've also got to try to remove these tracks. There's one there and one right here. So I'm going to try to remove those. And yeah, so we're getting it done. Wow, that was a job, y'all. So I got these cut out. They weren't in there really well, but because they were sitting in here, they had a couple of tacks along that side and then a massive weld up here at the top, and just couldn't get the grinder in it real well and couldn't flex it because it was hitting that angle iron back there. But we got them out, and the only one left now is this one, which is part of the original barrel. So I'm not sure I'm going to take that one completely out. I think what we're going to do is clean everything around it, fold that one back down, and kind of weld it back in place, and then we'll open up the new passage for where the smoke's going to go. I think that would be the easier thing, especially since this piece is the piece that actually came out of that hole. Alright y'all, so we got a lot of the fabrication inside the grill done as far as connecting the new firebox connection to the heat baffle down here. Took the smokestack that was right there, you can see the plug, and moved it back here, and we're starting a test fire in it, and it looks like it's drawing pretty good. So we got some seams. Like I said, I haven't welded everything completely because this is a test fit and a test fire. So, but it seems like it's drawing pretty good. Starting to, it's only been running for 5 or 10 minutes, so it's building up some good heat quick. And as you can see, it's nice and smoky inside. So I'll bring you back in a few and we'll see what it does.